Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. We have released our July drop. We have the Liverpool Originals t-shirts, along with the We've Conquered All of Europe t-shirts. Do browse the new collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copyclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, we're trying to get to 50,000 subscribers and your help is very much needed. So if you haven't already hit the big red button, please consider doing so. And in return, we'll keep it on the straight and narrow with everything with regards to Liverpool Football Club this summer. Look, yesterday we brought to you the news that Al Ettifaq and Liverpool had agreed a fee for the Liverpool captain, Jurgen Henderson. He is going to be going. It is a done deal. He agreed personal terms around a week ago, and now the fees have been agreed between the two clubs, which is reportedly around £12 million. Now, this has sort of sparked different opinions with regards to his move. Some Liverpool fans fairly optimistic about the future. Some Liverpool fans outraged. Some worried. Some disgraced. All the rest of it. And basically in today's video I just thought, let's listen to the people and see what they think with regards to his imminent exit. As I said, it is a big moment. A Liverpool captain, a player that's been here for 12 years, is leaving the football club. Of course, the main sort of overarching fans that are just sort of disgraced by it are the sort of LGBTQ or whatever it's called community. They feel like basically he's a hypocrite. Of course, he's a big advocate for the system, the institution, if you like, and basically him now moving to Saudi Arabia, where they sort of don't believe in any of that or don't give rights to those people. Basically has left the sour taste in all of these sort of fans' minds. So basically, I'm going to read through a few things of what they've said. So first one was from Joel. He said, given the player and a person he's been over his 12 years at the club, on and off the pitch, this does feel like such a hollow and out of character way for Henderson to bow out. 492 appearances, won the lot, and will get no proper farewell or last hurrah, leaves a sour taste. David Lynch said, with Henderson's move now officially close, it's now fair time to reflect on what it means. And while we can all be hypocrites at times, there's something particular sinister about going out your way to champion for LGBTQ+ rights and then doing this. Was it just good PR? Grace said, if Henderson does any interviews from now on, I don't want to hear any soft how are you feeling today type questions. Ask him about human rights, ask him about Khashoggi. If he can't answer them, just print that. Stephen said, I'm a bit disappointed that Henderson is off. It tarnishes his reputation and leaves us in a rebuild mess. Could have done with his experience helping our young midfielders. Money talks, as they say. Dan said, not defending him because they're no defense of taking Saudi money, even more so when putting so much effort into making himself an LGBT ally over the years. Obviously, money is the main factor too. I do just wonder if Henderson has enough of the demands of the top level. Owen said, this feels like my generation's equivalent of Graham Souness writing for The Sun. The captain who won everything, a man who would have been regarded as a legend forevermore, legacy well, and a truly pissed up the wall main stand. Gutted, disappointed, and furious. Bye, Hendo. Rupa said, disappointed more than anything. I know that move has been debating all day about money and morals, but Jordan Henderson is the one person I thought who would pick morals. I didn't foresee him ending his time at Liverpool in this way. Just a massive shame. Daniel Austin said, you'd think a fella who's captained one of the biggest clubs in the world for 8 years would fancy leaving in a more dignified way than being left out of friendlies while waiting for a side he'd never heard of a month ago to scramble a transfer free from Coinstar machine. Jeff said, a sorry end to glittering Liverpool career in my view. His records of championing LGBT rights, something I admired him a lot for, feels a hollow one now. I have great sympathy for LGBT and other Reds who feel particularly let down by this move. Dave Phillips said, glad that the Henderson transfer has finally reached a conclusion, but there's really no positive to take away from this. Dan Kennett said, imagine if Hendo hadn't engineered that ridiculous contract extension in 2021, would have had a farewell tour with Bobby, a ceremony at Anfield on the final day, and left with everyone's best wishes instead. Now, basically, as I said, a lot of people saying they're sort of outraged by what he did and him going out the sort of back door. However, some have looked towards the future and basically said Liverpool's failure to rebuild their midfield earlier has now put them in a very difficult situation. But as I said, they are looking towards it. Liverpool are going to have to accept the situation they got themselves into and overpay for the midfield replacements. They didn't succession plan, and this price is you pay for that. Rory said, I'm sure some will disagree, but it's good that Klopp doesn't have his guys in midfield anymore. Jurgen is wonderful in developing players, yet he became too reliant on aging players, unable to follow out his instructions. This is a reset everybody needed. Joel said the departures of Henderson and Fabinho shouldn't blur the lines of what Liverpool need to do in terms of incoming midfielders. A new DM was already needed before any of this Stoudy stuff broke. Bringing in two is a non-negotiable, can't afford to cut any corners here. Moby said Decour, Kamara, Gravenberch, even the likes of Enzo moved last summer. Club as well made a massive mistake in sitting around last summer and doing nothing. And now we are linked to those same players on hefty fees. It is what is we have to pay, what is need to bring in players we need. Paul said 55 million plus, two big wages gone. Not asked about him going to Saudi. It's all about Liverpool now. That's two big down payments on two good midfielders, a young one and one who is ready for what we need. 19-year-old and a 23-year-old, or a 25 to 27-year-old would do me, unless it's a world-class youngster who starts from day one. So as you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, Liverpool fans have mixed reactions on Jordan Henderson's departure. Of course, I do see the point with regards to him sort of championing the LGBT stuff and going to a country that doesn't really support that, or it's illegal out there. However, the caveat to that is that, it's hard to turn down that sort of money. It's all fair and well saying, he's wealthy, but you got to look at wealth on different levels. And, if you make sort of $2,000 a month, say, and then you get offered 10 grand a month to do the exact same thing, you're going to take that offer no matter who you are, whether that be an electrician, a hairdresser, or whatever it is you do. It usually is hard to turn down. So seeing it on a bigger scale, yes, we're talking, 200,000 to 700,000. It's a big jump up in pay. Now, it's quite hard for us to really imagine £200,000 a week anyway. It is a lot of money. It will change a lot of our lives. But when you're on that sort of bracket, wealthy people, or rich people, still have a lot of ambitions as well. And that's sort of generational wealth. That's like going from being rich and never having to work again to then not having your grandchildren to work. So the Hendersons will never have to work a day in their life. So I do agree. I mean, it's a bit hypocritical maybe just coming from him because of the LGBT thing, but leaving Liverpool at 33 and Liverpool getting a fee for it, I don't think is bad business by the football club. But for Jordan Henderson on a personal level to leave, it is what it is. It's money at the end of the day, and fair play to him. He needs to go and get his bag. But Liverpool fans, that's enough from me. What do you think of his imminent departure? And are you outraged or are you optimistic? As I said, let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copyclothing.com. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.